Good good afternoon everyone and welcome to this of uh YouTube video. We're gonna talk about today essentially providing analysis of today's meetings. First of all, let's sorry about that, folks. I was replying on Twitter to this William Wolska regarding Air Train LaGuardia. First, let's give a thank you to President Byford of giving me this. Since that my birthday is tomorrow, Andy Byford decided to give me an early birthday gift, and I thank him for that. But there are certain reporters that were there today that, I don't know, they acted. Of course, Thomas, he is the person that we are looking for, and we have him here since January. But there was two reporters, Anton Lewis from Fox 5 and Kimberly Richardson from Channel 7, that in Kimberly's case, it is the first time that I see her in the MTA board meetings, and she looked like very nervous. Uh, I don't know why. And obviously, Anton Lewis, a black reporter, being shady like always. I'm sick of this. But let's get to analysis, shall we? Let's do the analysis for the New York City Transit Committee, where they did analysis. They approved the enhancements of the Staten Island Express bus network, that soon the letter X will be part of the past, and it will be three letters, SIM, or SIM for short. As you see here, we have the Staten Island Express buses as we know it today, and this how it will look like. Of course, Thomas, it will be a good plan that if the full board goes with it this upcoming Wednesday morning, starting at 9 o'clock. And another thing that was presented to the board is extending the BX27 bus 1,000 feet from its actual southern terminal. It could be a good idea for people like me that were raised in Soundview. As you see here, that's the actual terminal, and this will be the new terminal. I asked Peter Cafiero, he is the head of operations planning, to see if it could be feasible to extend the BX39 also. But he told me that there is no money. I don't buy that. But that is his prerogative. Of course, and there will be off-peak enhancement frequencies for the Q6 and the Q69 starting in September. It will be it's gonna be part of the fast forward subway plan. But let's go over the new redesign of the Staten Island Express buses. Here we have the SIM 1. And we will have the SIM 1C. That will provide 24/7 service into Midtown. And then we have the SIM 2. That now, instead of making all the stops through Manhattan, will be limited stops in Manhattan and all the rest in Staten Island. We have the SIM 3C. We have the SIM 4X, and 4C. Great. If you are a person that frequents the Staten Island Mall, this news is for you. That also the SIM 4X will provide service from Staten Island Mall. So if you often shop at Staten Island Mall, good news for you. Of course, we have the SIM 5, we have the SIM 6, and we have the SIM 7 that will terminate out of all places 14th Street. Will go between 14th Street and 6th Avenue. And we have also the SIM 8X that will provide service from Staten Island Mall. Also, we have the SIM 10. We have the SIM 15, the SIM 22. But we have also the SIM 23 and 24 that are operated by Academy. Here's the issue with Academy buses. They don't have, as of yet, real-time information of the location of their units. So the MTA is planning to take over those 2 bus routes and add the real-time information that's available right now as we know it. We have the SIM 30, we have the SIM 31, We have the SIM 32. We have the SIM 33 that also will terminate at 14th Street and going via Battery Park City. But all this is subject to the vote of the full board. Let's go to CPOC. This afternoon in CPOC, we found out about a couple of things. First, Penn Access that will provide service on the New Haven line throughout the Bronx and having 4 new stations in the borough. One of them will be in Cobb City, the other one in Morris Park, Van Nest, and Hunts Point. This will be very good for those commuters that rely on the 6th train that could hop on a train on Hunts Point and go to Connecticut without doing that extra stop. And also we found out about the new fare payment system that will be, and this will be unexclusive. It will be something similar to the SEPTA key in Philadelphia. As you see, this part right here has to touch the sensor, so it will be essentially tap and go. It's gonna be introduced in May of 2019 on the Lexington Avenue line between Grand Central and Atlantic Avenue Barclays Center. Why they did this? A strategy. For me, it was a strategy of doing, let's say, selecting the Lexington Avenue line because it connects both with Metro North and Long Island Railroad at Atlanta Terminal, where last month they introduced the Atlanta ticket that will benefit those riders who ride between Atlanta Terminal and Southeast Queens. And another thing that we learned, Cortlandt Street Rehabilitation, that's supposed to be open in October. Sorry about that inconvenience. We are still here live. We was going to talk about the Cortlandt Street Rehabilitation. It's gonna be almost 20 years since Cortlandt Street was destroyed by the September 11th attacks at the World Trade Center area. But there's one obstacle. Only one obstacle that's preventing the MTA beat the goal. That is under elevator that will be located at Vesey Street. As we know, this area is controlled by, like I call it, the port unauthorized. And why the port unauthorized? Couple of things, and that is one of them. The Cortlandt Street area is not acceptable that we have to wait almost 2 decades to have this station open, and the lack thereof direct communication to the port unauthorized. And for the past few minutes, I have been in a Twitter debate about Airtrain LaGuardia. Airtrain LaGuardia affects essentially two important MTA assets, as we are going to demonstrate it using the map of my iPhone 8. The port unauthorized pretend to do it in this area. See the Methodist Point Long Island Railroad Station and the 7th train. I totally agree, but some people don't know that affects the coronal yard here, affects the coronal yard here, and the Casey Stengel Depot between here and up here. And of course, all this parking space, it belongs to Citi Field. And of course, we don't know how they are going to do this. But my suggestion is extend the NNW. I didn't know about that they're gonna close down Casey Stengel. But my question is, where are they going to put all these buses? And why we have to pay $5 extra to a company, in other words, a bi-state agency that doesn't do nothing for the east of Hudson, but does tremendously a good job for those who live in Jersey. It is so annoying that even Pat Foy, the former executive director of the Port Unauthorized, hasn't answered a simple question. Why did he approve at the end of his tenure at the Port Unauthorized a $26 million 10-year capital plan? For what? And then coming to the east of Hudson as a devil dressed like a sheep? I don't think so, Pat Foy. And I'm still waiting for your answer regarding that. And as we know, the MetroCard as we know it, the days are counted. If you have any ideas for the new name for the MetroCard, please comment on this video. What name would you give the new fare payment system. We know that in Philly they call it the key. In Boston they call it the Charlie card. In Chicago they call it the Vetra. In London they call it the Oyster card. So, any ideas for the name of the new fare payment system? Please leave a comment. Oh, please. The East Amherst NIMBYs. Why we have to deal with neighborhoods that are NIMBYs? We have to deal with the East 69th Street NIMBYs that are against installing an elevator at 68th Street Hunter College because they call it, oh, you ruined the fabric of the neighborhood. Come on. We have to comply with a federal mandate law. Even the urban train in Puerto Rico that I wrote it is beginning back in 2005. All of the 16 stations in the San Juan Metroplex are ADA accessible. So why the East 69th Street NIMBYs are against this? Who knows? And I wonder why the East Amherst NIMBYs are against having the red service to LaGuardia Airport. We are the number one. I think we're the only jurisdiction in the entire United States that has to depend on a third-party agent to access our area airports. We cannot take a subway to our airport, and those commuters on the western side of the Hudson, they cannot take either the Northeast Corridor, the North Jersey coastline, or those who travel on Amtrak take it door to door to any of the terminals of LaGuardia of Newark Airport. The only area airport that we don't have to depend on third-party agents, strangely enough, is MacArthur Airport in Long Island. And we're gonna look for it in my iPhone. See, that's MacArthur Airport, and right there is the Ronkonkoma station on Long Island Railroad. See, the only airport that we could access directly without a third-party agent is MacArthur Airport. So, stay tuned for more. Starting Wednesday morning at 9 a.m., we're gonna be live at MTA headquarters. That we're gonna see if the MTA board is going to approve the Staten Island bus plan or not. So, thanks for watching and stay tuned for more.